What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Payne. Welcome back to another Street Fighter Duel video. Happy Saturday, everybody. Just first off, I want to say that you guys are the best. The channel is growing beyond belief, actually, and I'm very humbled by the fact that you guys are continually enjoying the guides and the content. Some are just pointless content, like I did the spending hierarchy of the fish creatures or the sea creatures, which you guys took pretty well, actually, and I'm glad, you know, that things like that are able to be absorbed wholeheartedly and with humor. And nobody taking it seriously, so I'm glad we're able to do stuff like that together, and I'm hopefully continue to do more things like that, including the lore stuff, which, you know, doesn't get the best views, but it doesn't matter. I enjoy doing it, you guys enjoy watching it. That's all that really matters at this point. But we're back to the free-to-play, and what I want to do, guys, today is explore what happens on day 6 now, in terms of where you can get without a Bison or without any of the bigger OP units, such as Gen, Jury, etc., right? And why they're really not needed in this game early on, and maybe not even mid-game, I'd say, right? So this is kind of where I'm at right now. I'm at 11-9. We did some summon videos. Some of you have watched it. I'm just going to go through the account again and just do the usual thing that I do. First purchase, not done. You can see it's completely free to play. I have not spent a penny on this. Just so you guys are also aware, when you get to this point here, if you continue playing the game free to play, you are going to be at 1090 of the Blanca mastery required. Okay, so you get this through the challenges and completing content, and in the challenge section you'll end up getting some mastery along with this. So halfway there, you guys can imagine it does take a little bit of time, but once that's done, this day 1 will start, and you guys will continue till 28 days, and then Blanca will be available, and he is one of the best DPS and actually characters, in my opinion, in the game at the moment. So something to look forward to. Okay, Global Awakening, I'm a little past halfway now, so I can show you guys kind of where I'm at in terms of my roster. Let's go to fighters. I know some of you saw the summoning video, but I've changed my team up a lot. I'm going to tell you guys what I did, okay? So I've got all this set up here. So currently my team is going to be Bizang, Sea Viper, Guile, and Elena. And I have Cammy for boss and Ryu for boss DPS. Now, the reason why I've switched it up is because here's what I did. If you go to the shop here, in the beginning, when you do Shadow Law, which I'm going to actually cover in a separate video in terms of what buffs you should go for as free to play, but in the city shop here, you're able to get yourself Jury. A lot of people will try to aim to get her. I'm not doing that. I'm going straight for Guile. So I got 1 Guile, and because of the amount of gems you get on a daily basis just as a free to play, you know what I did? I just reset the shop and I got another Guile. So I got 2 Guiles, and then I got them up to S. I think that was the best method for me for my gameplay right now. So this is actually a really good currency as well for 1,000. So these are things that I would highly recommend to go for. Like 1,000 is really good. You could go for it or save it for characters. It's up to you as free to play. But right now that was my method of getting Guile, and that was the only way that worked out. So here we are with an S Guile now, who's now replaced Mad Ryu as one of my DPS. So the team looks a little different. So here's where we are. We're F2P. We're at 11-9. We're day 6 of very, very, very casual gameplay. Okay, and everything is done through manual. I don't auto anything unless I know I can beat the team. Then I do consecutive battle and just watch until it fails, and then I just take over, right? So here's kind of where the team is looking at. 221k out of 277. I'll show you guys the Explore. If I go to Explore and check out Supreme Fist, this is where I'm at for Supreme Fist. Now, I haven't gone any further for Supreme Fist, so we're going to start with this first. This is where I want to start, okay? So I want to just kind of share with you guys how the strategy works out here and where my head's at. So I'm building a Sea Viper Guile team because I want a vacuum AoE assassin team specifically for Bisons, okay? Because I know Bisons is where I'm going to struggle the most for teams. Oopsie, sorry guys, put this back up here. Cammy and toss in Chun-Li. Actually, wait, I'll toss in Abel. Well, Chun-Li, I guess. Yeah, I get better stats there with that. Yeah, that's good. So yeah, so that's kind of the goal. So the combo on auto is end up being Sea Viper, Elena for heals because once in a while you need it. Bizang and actually it was Actually, no, sorry, I apologize. Yeah, this is how I'll go for an auto, okay? So why is Guile there? So Guile's there actually to do on manual. His manual is better than his auto, so I like to use him on manual. You can also do AoE here and switch it up like this, which will also work really well. Right there. That'll work really well as well, too. But I'm always trying to take out the back line, right? So Sea Viper here is my main goal to take out. So I'm going to manual this. Let's see how we do. Sometimes we fail based on timing, but essentially you always want to watch this bar, right? The closer it gets to 1, that's when you want to start your combo. So let's see if we can take out units quick before they... You want to do this right there. You want to stun it. Oh, there, she took out Guile right there, okay? But that's okay. So that's why I got to time this. And usually I would wait there to do it again, but I'm just going to see if I can just take this team out quick. There we are. So manually is always better because you control the timing of the of the specials, the stuns, the interrupts, and as well waiting for auto to do it is a lot slower, because if your team's not fast, the quickness of auto pressing the buttons for you is based off of your speed. And right now, at this level, it's not that high, right? So we're going to go ahead and scale this up here, go as high as we can, and I'm going to show you how far today we're going to get with this team on day 6. And just to prove, like, you know what? I know it's fun to be a whale because you get everything, but it's also kind of boring as well. And this has been a lot more fun in my opinion, because I've been able to utilize a lot of the characters I never really would have used on my whale account, because, you know, most optimal teams are built with MH Bison, Ganjuri, T-Kami, F Blanca, right? And I mean, like, you stick to those kind of, and you don't really go out of those comfort zones very much as a whale, because everything you play is at 115 million power and above you. It's pretty insane how much power they have over you, so you don't really want to experiment too much. But as a free to play, the kind of the world in terms of content is your oyster, because you can be a little more comfortable with what you do with your teams, due to the fact that power levels are not that much different than what you're currently at. All right, so, and I will eventually go back to my main account, guys, and show you guys kind of what's happening at stage 39 and up, right? Because that's where I'm at now. I'm at 39, and right now it's 40 is the cap currently, but it will definitely be increased eventually, because that's what they end up doing. Well, as soon as people reach certain content points, they'll increase the cap in order for people to advance further. So we'll look out for that when it comes out. Let's get Guile in here, see if I can get this out of the way. There we go. So as you can see, that's why I have Guile in here. First off, he's ranged, so he's in the back. Does insane damage, does a vacuum as well as Bizang, and puts out so much DPS. So if Sea Viper does die, or somebody does die, I have him as a backup, and I can always swap in and out in terms of who I want to use. See, right now Chun-Li's in the back, so I want to take her out quick. So wait, and go now. There you go. That was a good one. See, now look, you wait again now. See, they didn't get a combo off at all. So you wait again, and go. See, no combo there. Look, didn't lose health at all. I interrupted every single one of those, and you can do that pretty much every freaking time, right? And that's why this is so important to have Bizang there. People call it cheese, I call it being smart. If you understand the mechanics of the game. Cheers, guys. Espresso shot. Your boy has not been sleeping. My kids have been keeping me up all night, man. It's been rough. It's been rough. Making content and going to bed and hoping I get 6 hours of sleep minimum has not been happening. All right, so here we go. Let's keep going up here. Wait for that. There we go. Another interrupt. Now watch. Look. No combo done again. Right? You see that? Do it again. I preach this because it's the best way to play the game. And for those who are stuck on content, this is what you need to practice, right? And if you practice this, you're going to get further. No matter, like, there's some teams that are going to make you feel like it's impossible to beat because you're just struggling every time. But doing this practice here is going to get you past it, all right? So again, I've been very casual with this account. I've been only playing when I've been recording. I have not been playing outside of that, except for a couple exceptions where I've been just collecting event coins. And I do that only because I don't want to miss the events. I don't have time to play this all the time like some people do. And it's not my prerogative to do that, right? Because this is an idle game for me, and you're meant to enjoy it idly. Log in, get your stuff, get your events done, get your dailies done, weeklies done, you're done, right? But because I make content, I need to obviously be on top of it, and I've kind of been slacking a little bit because I know if I really tried, and I just did like live events or recorded with you guys, I probably could have been like at 13 or something right now, so 2 stages above. But again, you know, duty calls as a father. So you guys, the main thing here, I guess, is I'm kind of just trying to show you guys how you can interrupt combos and stuff. And as you can see here, I'm using a lot of, sorry, I think this one doesn't look too good. I'm using the Sakurai heal first. Even though I have the chains as my first auto combo, I use the Sakurai heal depending on if I interrupt or not. If I don't interrupt, it goes off. If I do interrupt, I use the chains to do slow. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, so we're 1 level above 140. I might just stop there for today and go to PvE just to kind of show you guys the best way to do this. So hopefully you guys are learning a couple things. I know I've done this in some videos and it's kind of maybe repetitive to some folks, but a lot of you guys have been asking me to continue doing the manual gameplay because you're still trying to learn the timing. And as you can see here, I mean, my timing is not always perfect, right? Because based on the characters you play, different characters do different things. For example, if I timed it perfectly with this fight, Dudley does a counter. So that counter completely could mess up my entire interrupt or combo as well too. So it's gonna differ based on who you fight. So there are gonna be times where the formula is not really the formula streamlined. You will have to change that based on who you're playing against and what you're playing against, right? So this is the 140 team, guys, and it looks pretty badass actually. So you've got all you got double S pluses, all 141, and a pretty big substantial difference in power. So we'll give this 2 or 3 chances. Interrupting here on time is going to be everything. This team is going to be a lot harder to beat because we've got counterattacks, we got silences, and we got Blanca who does counters as well. So this is kind of one of the worst nightmare teams you can deal with when it comes down to interrupts and stuns, because they can also mess up your flow. So let's kind of give this a chance and see what happens. I'll try it twice, and if it doesn't work out, we'll stop here for tonight. Now I guess this is where progression kind of will end for me for a tower for a little bit, and we'll move on to something else, okay? So let's do this, wait for this a little bit, pull that off. Yeah, this is going to be a bust for sure. Yeah, so this is what I was talking about, right? There's just so much going on in terms of counters. You saw W punch me in the beginning. You saw Blanca pretty much counterattack me a couple times with his shock and counter. So just like one of the worst teams to deal with, plus a silence going off. We'll try one more time, guys, just to kind of give it a go. I might do this later on again, but I'll stop here for the tower at least. All right, let's see here if I can time this. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, no, this is going to be a bust, I think, again. Yeah, this is a bust, for sure. Okay, we'll do one more attempt, guys. One more attempt. Well, hopefully we get a better one this time, and then we'll call it a... see if I can get timing right here, guys. All right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that was good. That was good. I didn't have to use the heal. That was actually bad timing on that. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, that was good. Alright guys, I think we got it. There we go. So, 140 done. Feels really good actually, because this was a headache of a team to deal with. But as you can see here, we can continue progressing at this point. I mean, you know what? Let's just keep going and see where we stop at, okay? Like, I mean, I hope this is encouraging for you guys as free-to-play players to know, like, if you're stuck, there's definitely a way to get through this. It just takes a little bit of patience and timing, and not anything is possible. You know what I mean? Because this is a bust for sure. Not anything is possible, but you know what? By playing correctly and just practicing based on the teams you're fighting against and based on the team that you currently have, you can beat some stages that you thought were kind of impossible, right? Before. So it's kind of nice to do that, because then you show yourself, oh, that was an ass whooping. That was really bad timing. We'll do one more time on this one, guys, and we'll stop here. My original goal was to stop at 140, but we'll try one more time. So yeah, just keep pushing on manual, guys. I know it's not like ideal for some folks because you're playing an idle game, and some of you guys are literally here to just play auto and just kind of progress and collect. But I kind of like this idea of manual being a standard for success, because it lets you enjoy the game a little more. All right, so we had great interrupt the first time. Second one didn't work. But there you have it. So let's see what this team power was at. 341, so same as before. So 140 on the tower as a free-to-play player on day 6 with all S units, except for Mad Ryu, who I wasn't even using anyways. So use this, get some food. And one thing I want to point out as well, just a quick trick for some of you who don't know this. So you guys can actually pull B units as A units as food, right? If you put them in the wish list, sometimes it's just random. But if you guys don't care about any of these units that you have like on the wish list, you can actually put the fodder units in there, and look, you can get them as A units. So that's a great way to collect yourself food. A lot of people are struggling with food, and they're like, there's horrible ways to do it. So they use their their A units instead. Just put these guys in the wish list, guys, and you'll have an opportunity to get them as food, and that way you can focus on your main 4 to 240 and then go from there and expand afterwards, right? So a little tip and trick that I want to share with you guys. Anyways, this is Payne. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll do the Shadowloo City next, probably, and then another showcase, and then we'll just do some fun stuff as well. All right, guys, this is Payne. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll talk soon.